My name is Greg Simmons. I'm a Catastrophe Team Manager for a major insurance carrier. Went to a junior college, got my associate's degree, and got my bachelor's degree in biology in 1984. I started working at the age of 14, roguing corn for seed corn, and then worked at a commercial cattle feed yard to work my way through high school and college. Upon graduating, I worked at a YMCA for a little over 2 years as aquatic and program director. And then I taught school for 3 years in Western Kansas and also at Fort Leavenworth for military dependents. And then I started with my current company in June 4th of 1990, and I'm still there as of today. Yes, I do. I still am excited to go to work every day. Maybe not as much excitement now after almost 35 years, but still excited to go to work every day. Helping people. Not only our customers, they're never having a good day when we show up. It's always a big national weather event, tornadoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, hailstorms. But to help them take that first step back to normalcy is sometimes in our hands. Huge responsibility, but very huge reward. And also developing employees. The new, younger employees that just joined the company, as a mentor, as an educator to those newer folks. Corporate politics. Very challenging at times. And it seems like in the corporate world, as the society changes, corporate does the same, probably to an extreme. I always say the pendulum swings, and probably too far, but give enough time, it'll right itself to where we need to be. Absolutely. It's a very rewarding career. Obviously, finances are very, very important. So you do make good money, but you earn it. But that sense of self-worth and helping people will far exceed ever the finances. I often tell young associates that are just now joining us, my biggest regret was getting into leadership too soon. And what I mean by that is I didn't know the basics of what to do as much as I should have. So now I'm supervising folks much older than me and providing leadership where they knew the core basic job tenfolds over what I did. So then I was learning 2 jobs instead of 1. Here recently, I was on a conference call or a Microsoft Teams call with approximately 800 different people around the organization. And somebody mentioned my name about mentorship, leadership, role models. And then people started chiming in, probably several dozen people, of how I affected their career over time. And it was totally 100% embarrassing and very humbling at the same time. It actually made me a little emotional. I've never been that way about work before, in that respect. So that's probably my biggest, is helping others out to become better and seeing the potential in people they don't see in themselves and helping them to achieve that potential. Several. My first boss, I always say I learned not what to do, and I learned what to do at the same time. He was extremely hard to work for, but I learned the right way to do things, and by his sometimes inactions of helping people, learned me to go better to help people. And just along the way, several people gave me advice to lead me to where I'm at today. And now my goal is to pay it forward and help those others back. Be patient. It's a very complex business. A lot of legal, a lot of policy and contracts, but be patient. I still learn every day. And some of the newer folks, they're all ambitious and they want to get to that next level as soon as they can without remembering to learn the core basics where they're at. And it just takes time. If I'm working with a new person, I always say, one of us needs patience, and they always say, oh, it's you. No, it's them, because they're trying to learn the job. I'll be considered a first-line leader, and that puts you up in the 90th percentile in the company. It's a very interesting job. I have 10 official direct reports, but when I'm working somewhere, I can have up to 35. Be open to change. Treat people the way you want to be treated, and continue to grow and learn, not only as professionally, but also personally. Most of it is legislation. Some of the states make it very hard to do business in order to charge enough premium to pay claims. And several states are that way. Also, is just the cyclical nature of people. Have a lot of new hires in the company, and we're hoping 50% stay. Some of that comes with generational differences. My generation, you found a good job and you stayed there until you retired. Some of the new generations, if somebody offers you $5 more, you're leaving. So that's some of the challenges that we have. And the investment and time that we take to train people, then they leave to go on to what would be called a greener pasture. Yeah, quite a bit. It depends on what's going on in each particular state. Each state governs the insurance world, so to speak, and each of those changes as you travel around. So we're pretty well given an orientation up front. We go over those legislative updates for that particular state, and we have to handle business in accordance to them. No. I take pride. I love my parents for my work ethic, and I hate my parents for my work ethic. If you and I were digging holes, I will dig one more hole than you will every day. It may take me twice as long, but I'm very competitive in that sense. So currently, I have a little over a year left. So I guess to put it in simple terms, retirement is my long-term career goal. But I will do something. I cannot sit. I'm going to stay active. I'm trying to figure out what that will be. A couple ideas that popped in my head is maybe being mentorship to young leaders. Maybe start a nonprofit thing for helping older citizens navigate through the claim process or when they have damage to their home. I also thought about just mowing grass. Very mindless, numbing job, but I've dealt with the public for 35 years in a corporate world. Even though I'm extremely blessed and grateful to have that job, it does take a toll on you after a while. So I'm still trying to figure that out. Volunteer for the people in need. I gave the example of helping out some older citizens. Maybe get more involved with communities such as Habitat for Humanity, and relax and take better care of myself mentally. So, because each job has its own stresses, but that's one thing for 35 years has been trying to work on is how do I unplug from business? My job's a little harder because we travel a lot, so it's very hard to unplug. But also, and just spend more time with my wife traveling for fun, not for work.